What is up, YouTube? This is week 4 UFC Fight Night, Jan versus Figueiredo. How's everybody doing out there? Hope you're doing well. Well, enough of the chit chat. Let's get to business. This week, we are going to have our parlay. So we're at $243.15. Our parlay for this week is going to be Mingyang Zhang, who's a minus 330. And Carlos Ulberg, who's a minus 240. Now, Min Yang Zhang, yeah, he's gonna Ozzy Diaz, yeah, so the only way Ozzy Diaz was ever gonna get to the UFC is if he became a sacrificial lamb, which is pretty much what's gonna happen this weekend with him. So this fight is gonna be in Macau. So the UFC wants to give the Macau audience, something to cheer about. And nothing is better than having one of your own knock a fighter out. So that's where Ozzy Diaz comes into play. Ozzy Diaz, he was never going to make it into the UFC. So he's doing them a solid by pretty much going over halfway around the world and pretty much getting knocked out. Congratulations, Ozzy. You're in the UFC. And Carlos Ulberg, who's a minus 240 against Volkan Ozdemir. Now, Volkan is a good fighter, man. That dude, he can do it. He can crack with his hands, and his ground game has improved a lot. So it's not going to be an easy fight for Carlos. But as soon as they start trading, Volkan is going to see how good Carlos is. You know, those guys at City Kickboxing, man, they're really good. They're really good at that, at the stand-up. They train that. I mean, they train with each other all the time. Izzy and all those dudes. Yeah, man, all those guys are killers. And as soon as Volkan feels how hard he hits, he's going to want to turn it into an ugly fight by clinching a lot and threatening takedowns and bull rushing him against the cage and try to take him down. But eventually, if he cannot get Carlos down, he's probably gonna get knocked out. Now, maybe he will, maybe he won't, because Volkan is a very good stand-up fighter himself. So he may be tough enough to withstand, some of those hard shots and be. He's veteran enough to know what to do when he's hurt. So, but I still think in the end, Carlos will either knock him out or get the 29-28 victory. So. Yeah, so that parlay is going to be a minus 118. So we're only going to bet $43.15 to win back $36.50. Yeah, man, I'm not going to bet. We're not going to bet that much because, dude, have you seen what time this fight starts? It starts at like at midnight. The main event is like at 6 a.m. or something. Come on, it's gonna be tough. So if I'm not gonna enjoy the fight, then I'm not gonna bet that much. Another reason, man. So when I did my tape study for this event, you never look at the odds. Never look at the odds when you do your tape study. You never ask anybody, hey, what they think or whatever, because that's gonna sway your opinion. You have to follow your gut. That's the only way you're gonna become a better MMA predictor. For this event, man, I had 5 underdogs that I picked to win the fight, and it doesn't surprise me, I guess, because a lot of them, like I said, they're new to the UFC or only had one fight, so it's hard to see how good they are. Somebody can look really good when you're fighting lesser talented guys, but as soon as you get to fight in the UFC, which is these guys are the best of the best, yeah, then you find out how good you really are. And it's hard to tell with these guys. The only other fight that I think that was pretty sure is Peter Yan But man, out of respect for Figgy, I'm not gonna bet against Figgy, because the last time Figgy fought, man, I picked him to lose, and he ended up winning. So respect to that. So I remembered. So I go, you know what? I'm not gonna bet against him, and I still think Peter Yan wins, because Peter Yan, he's a different kind of beast. So I think he wins, but yeah, I'm not gonna bet against him. I'll just watch that fight, not live, of course, on the replay. So yeah, man, that's it. Let's do this. We're winning, and let's keep the winning going. Well, fellas, have yourselves a good one. I hope all your bets win, and see you on the next. Late.